Hello everybody, my name is Caden Lisa and you're watching Afternoon After School, the show brought to you by the Pace Period with Mr. Parati and the Club After School on Tuesdays. Now today we got a really special interview. As you might know, the theater company just went through their show A Christmas Carol and Charlie Brown, a double, 2-in-1 show. And we got 3 very special guests, the director and then 2 actors from that show. What's up?
Nothing. Well, thank you for having us.
Anytime, man. Okay. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Denis Lawrence, Jr. I am the co-director with Mrs. Byers of the Dartmouth Theatre Company. Mm-hmm. And I direct the show and do the blocking, and Mrs. Byers works on the music side of the productions. Mm.
So like choreography and stuff too?
No, not so much choreography, but the vocals, the songs, learning the songs, teaching ranges and harmonies and things like that. When we do our regular spring musical, Mrs. Gaspar, I don't know if you remember her, she was a teacher here, okay? She comes back and does the choreography for our productions.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you?
I'm Jackson Neves, and I was in the shows, and I was Scrooge in A Christmas Carol and Linus in Charlie Brown Christmas.
Hmm.
So I'm Riley, and I was Snoopy in Charlie Brown, and I was one of the dancers in A Christmas Carol.
Nice. Now, Dennis, my first question's for you.
Okay.
How was it directing A Christmas Carol and a Charlie Brown Christmas?
It was fun. It was a pretty unique concept. What we did is we called it a holiday double feature, and we took a 1-hour version of A Christmas Carol and coupled it up with a Charlie Brown Christmas live on stage, which had never been done in the area before. So we were the first high school and the first theater company in the South Coast area to ever do a Christmas Charlie Brown, which was pretty cool. We had a blast doing it, and the shows were chosen not because they were different, which they were, because they took place at different times.
Yeah.
But the message was basically the same in both of the shows, which
I see what you mean, yeah.
Which sort of a rebirth and coming to understand what the season is about, in that caring, compassion, and giving with each other. So it was an awesome time. We had over 80 students backstage and on stage.
Really?
From the middle school, the elementary school, and the high school. So they all commingled with each other and did very well. I know you guys filmed it, and we're very proud of the product that our students bring. They bring a semi-professional atmosphere to the theater. Yep.
That's really cool. I didn't know that Charlie Brown Christmas, this was like the only part in the Southeast for the most part that's done it before.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate as a theater company. When we did our production of Little Mermaid, we were the first high school to ever do it.
Really?
We did we did a 1-act play called Mary Jane of Whitechapel, which was pretty exciting. We were the first high school in the United States of America to do North America to do that production. We actually got the playwright from the UK actually reached out to us.
That's out there.
Asked about it, and we've done a couple of others, but and next year when we do We Will Rock You, we are also the first high school and first theater company to ever do that show in this area.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Would you change anything about the holiday double feature this year?
I'm sorry?
Would you change anything about it to make any?
Just the actors. No, I'm kidding. No. Actually, they do a very good job. We're very lucky. We're blessed. Shirley and I. We're blessed. We have a bunch of talented kids, and every year when freshmen come in or upperclassmen come and see the show, and they I'd like to try that, and they do come and join us. Periodically, we have seniors that join us in their senior year, and then they're kicking themselves for not having joined earlier. It's a real family type atmosphere. We have this saying that you join us as strangers, you become friends, but when you leave us in your senior year, you leave as family.
It's really wholesome.
Yeah, and what we do is we nurture them. They come in, they're already talented, and our job is just to build on that and then present an incredible performance. So.
Now, in all you guys' opinion, what was the hardest part of the show?
Oh, for me, it was not talking, because I mean, yeah, I have a hard time with that in general. But I've never really had to convey like a funny part without words. Like normally, I have something to build off of or something to, I don't know, help myself like be funny. But I was the comic relief, and I had to do that without words the whole time, but like still get the sentimental side of Charlie Brown that Snoopy brings, and just all these different things, but without talking. But yeah, that was probably the hardest thing.
How about you, Jackson?
For me, I guess the hardest thing was sort of transitioning from character to character. You know, Scrooge and Linus are two
very different.
Very opposite characters. And so going from this person who really hates Christmas to a person who knows a thing or two about Christmas was really, really tough for me. But it was also really fun. And it was a learning process, even though it was really hard. But it was really fun. The hard part was fun. It's really challenging, and it's really fun.
Plus the characters that were in A Christmas Carol, it was all British accents. So to transpose from British and then go play Linus or Charlie Brown, and remember, you can't speak with a British accent. So that in itself was an accomplishment as well. There are a couple of talented kids over here, and the entire cast as well. So.
Now, what was Denis? What was a big part of your job as co-director this year?
Well, we begin auditions in September, and actually the second week of when you folks come back to school, and they audition for parts, and then Shirley and I get together, and Shirley being Mrs. Byers, and I call her Shirley, and we get together and we decide who we think would be best, and it's a really tough process because we do have so many talented people, and to see it's a mess. It's a table all over the place, papers here, papers there. Then we choose the cast, and we post the cast, and then there's excitement, and then there's disappointment.
Yeah, of course.
Which we understand. Yeah, there are those that we're hoping for something, but what we ask them to do is to trust the director's vision, and then we meet the following week, and we do what's called a read-through, and we go through both shows, and then from there on we meet twice, sometimes up to 3 times a week. In the fall shows, it's mostly twice a week. It's Wednesdays. And then all day Sunday. It's 12 to 5 on Sunday. So they get up and they come in, and I do all the movement that you see on stage.
It's all you.
Is ours. The choreography that you saw in A Christmas Carol was actually done by 2 students, Reese LeConte and Emmy Clark. So, which was pretty cool. So we actually tap into our student base to do that. And it's a long, long process. And it starts in September, goes all the way to the first week of December, and then the first entire week of December is when we pull it all together.
Yeah, it's all in.
Yeah.
Now, Jackson, what was your favorite part of playing Ebenezer?
I would say my favorite part was, well, in that show we had not only high schoolers, but we had middle school and elementary school. And for some parts of the show, I was able to work with them. And that's always really fun, and I really enjoy working with them. And another one of my favorite parts was being able to play someone that's completely not me. And it's always really challenging and really fun to be able to do that. And so doing this persona that's so out of me and trying to convince people that come to see the show that this is what we're doing is really fun. So those are my favorite parts.
It's cool. Very talented to be able to act a certain way, but on stage act completely different for the sake of the character.
Yeah, well, I try.
Now, you've been performing in plays for a while, Jackson. What's your favorite one so far?
Well, I really had a lot of fun in these shows, but I would say my favorite would be A Christmas Story. That's my favorite Christmas movie, and to be able to play one of the most known characters in that show, which was the old man with the dad, that was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that. So that was probably my favorite.
Now, Riley, here's a question for you. What was your favorite part of being in A Christmas Carol?
Oh, I love the Fezziwig dance so much because that's one of the only times you got to see more upbeat or happy times in that show, because a lot of it focuses on like the sad parts and the upsetting parts of Scrooge's life. But the Fezziwig dance is when you see everything come alive, and you see like that part of Christmas that everybody knows and loves. And I don't know, I feel like there's just like always like a joy in that dance, and like everyone was really happy when they did it, and it just brought a new life to A Christmas Carol.
That's sick. Now, how did you like playing Snoopy in Charlie Brown Christmas?
I loved it so much. I think it's definitely up there for one of my favorite roles. I love playing comic relief. That's one of my favorite things. And it was getting to be a classic character that was probably more interesting to me, because like you had to be something that everybody knows and loves. Like everybody watches A Charlie Brown Christmas, and they were like, you need to know what Snoopy is and how he acts. And I don't know, I thought that it was fun being able to follow the classic but put my own spin on it. And
yes.
yeah.
That's what theater is all about, right? Putting your own spin on things and characters.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool concept because it takes the half an hour cartoon that's been around since 1965 that everybody watches every year and puts it live on stage. And it was really unique being able to go out and getting costumes that are iconic and having them dress the period. But the audience loved Snoopy. I mean, they couldn't wait for Snoopy to come on. And what we did that was different from the original script is that we brought Snoopy on more than the script called for. There was a certain line about a fear of cats, and all of a sudden Snoopy pops up out of nowhere looking for cats and things like that. So we did. They loved Snoopy dancing on the piano, sneaking off, coming on with the bowl, coming on with his dog bowl. So it was, Snoopy's an iconic character. So was Charlie Brown and Linus, and every night that Jackson did the speech about what Christmas is really about, you got applause every night after he finished that speech because it really hits home. And we actually copied something. I don't know if you've ever followed on Facebook or not, and something that been one of the biggest missed moment in Charlie Brown Christmas is when Linus is giving his speech. He says the line, was it "Fear not"?
The line is, "Fear not, for behold, I bring tidings of great joy, which will be to all people."
So in the cartoon, when he says "Fear not," he drops his blanket, and no one notices that because they're focusing on
his
Linus.
speech, right?
But we added that to it because it seemed to be all the rage right now with everyone talking about it. So we tried to follow the cartoon as closely as possible, and I think we did a bang-up job on that.
Yeah, and you guys sure did.
Yeah, thank you.
For all you guys actors, did you guys have any trouble getting the character? What was that like?
You go ahead and go.
No, you go first.
Okay, so I would say not so much for Linus, because Linus, I can connect to him, and there was definitely some parts of the show that were myself.
Yeah.
And but for Scrooge, I mean, that was a long process of trying to convince, the British accent, and playing someone that's, much older than myself was very difficult. And it was really hard to put on this person who really does not like Christmas and will do anything to convince anybody to, think like him. And his values and the way he thinks about life are so different. And so that was really hard, so yeah.
And what's cool about Jackson, I don't mean to keep interrupting, but just you should know, is that at the end of every rehearsal, and as he was progressing, he would take time out and come to me as the director and say, what can I do to make this role better? Is this what you're looking for? And then we would have these little conversations, albeit
That's really good,
short
direct.
conversations, but for him to build on. We talked about giddiness, when you rebirth of Christmas, and working on the accents. I think that was the toughest thing for all of not for you because you've done British accents for us before, but for the entire cast. He's that type of an actor, and for a student, that's
big.
pretty impressive.
Yeah,
it
direct
is.
one-on-one talking,
it's very
constructive
impressive.
criticism.
Yep.
Oh, thanks.
And God knows I give a lot of constructive criticism.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I think the hardest part for getting into character was being a human dog. You have to be a dog, but he walks on two legs, but part of it was still me. I'm this goofy person. Ask me to roll around the stage and dance on a piano. I'll do it 100%. But having to be the dog still was kind of challenging. But
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think I pulled it off pretty well, but it was kind of hard at first.
Yeah, 'cause one of the things that she was dealing with was, when am I a dog, or when can I be a human and get up and walk out? You know, do I have to crawl all the way on from the
Four
stage and
legs.
stuff like that?
Like
And then those were real questions
Yeah.
to ask, because you knew that Snoopy was being played by a human, but you also wanted the audience to accept her as a dog, and they did.
There were certain times where I was on my hands and knees like a regular dog would, but then I was like, oh, am I on my hands and knees here? He's like, no, you're on your two legs. Like, you're supposed to be on your two legs there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. And at the end, like, I sit there like with like my paws up or something random like that. It's just like little things that you change like in and out, just so that you have like that half like humanistic aspect and half animal aspect of it.
Now, how do you guys think the show went as a whole?
I thought it was awesome. We sold out the Friday night performance. We were 90% capacity for Saturday afternoon. We had less than 20 seats available, and Saturday night we had less than 30 seats available. So overall, the audiences are accepting it. We do sell out a lot of our shows because we only seat 500 people. So the reception was incredible. You could tell. We got some really nice compliments. Thank you for getting us into the holiday season. Thanks for the message, and that's what we wanted to do. And I can't say enough about my high school kids, and I call them my kids because we are family. So and I can't say enough about them. It's a joy to come to rehearsal and get frustrated and get happy, and but work together for the common good and create an awesome production. And I'm sitting next to two of the best. I'm not saying that because you're sitting here, but I hope you guys know that. So.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
How about you guys? What was your thoughts on it overall?
I thought it went really well. I thought that the reception from everybody was like fantastic. Like, I had somebody come up to me and they were like, it was like watching the movies. Like, you guys were just like them, but it was different, but it was the same, and it was just perfect. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, it's nice to hear that. It's nice to hear that you did your job and it was exactly what they were expecting, because that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to put this TV episode on stage for people, and I think that we accomplished that pretty well.
I would say, well, I mean, there were some parts during rehearsal where, it was especially the little kids that I was talking about before. They would come up to me after rehearsal and they would be like, are you using a British accent? And then after the shows, they would be like, oh yeah, it was there. So I think as far as building up to the show and making it so much better and just keep progressively getting better, I think that made the shows really, really well. And we all did so well in developing our characters. So I think the shows went really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now I have one final question for all three of you guys. What is your favorite color in order?
Favorite color, go.
My favorite color is green.
Ooh. Dartmouth green or like that green?
Yeah, Dartmouth green, yeah.
How about you, Jackson?
Beige.
Ooh, my man.
Beige.
I love beige.
It's pretty neutral.
Yeah,
I would say that,
It's
yeah.
a very neutral color.
I like beige, but pink.
Pink?
But I like beige too. That was a good one. I didn't think of that.
So if you blend it together, what would it be? Pepto-Bismol color
Pepto-Bismol.
is your favorite color?
I suppose.
Mauve.
Mauve, there you go.
Mauve.
Classy.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
No, thanks
Thank
for having
you,
us.
man.
That was cool. Yeah, we had a blast.
Thank you so much.
Good luck this spring, right?
yeah.
With We Will Rock You.
It's going to be incredible. Yeah. It's going to be
I'm so
like
excited.
we've never done anything like that before.
Queen?
And if you like Queen, it's 24 Queen songs all blended into a storyline. So
Ooh.
People are
everyone
going
you could
nuts over
possibly
that.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
would
I'm really
be
looking
there.
forward to that.
Yeah.
People are going crazy.
A
over
rock experience, so it'd be just like attending a concert,
Resurgence.
but with a
With a little
storyline.
story with a little
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah.
So like the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, but better.
Yeah, the storyline behind, not to take up your time, but the story behind is that it's kind of very timely today that corporations dictate everything that we do
Yeah.
with our phones, what we buy, what we listen to,
Yep.
which they do, and they outlaw rock and roll. And there's a group called the Bohemians, which is an underground movement to overthrow the corporations to allow rock and roll to come back again. So, and that's it, right?
Yep.
I just got that was why they were called Bohemian.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
All right.
All right, that's it. We're done. See you guys around. Peace out.
Enjoy the theater highlights.
You call this living? You might as well be buried with Marley in the tomb.
How did you get in here? I double-looked every door and window in this place. Besides, you're there at all. What's that strange light over there?
Say, look, Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson. Jack Robinson.
Calling the fiddlers, cooks, and maids, and brighten up this place.
Something in your eye?
Oh no, not in my eye, but something in my heart.
Hello in there! Rats.
Us make the Yuletide gay. And not, could too.
I can. 1, 2, 3.
Or maybe you have pantophobia. Do you think you have pantophobia?
What's pantophobia?
The fear of everything.
That's it!
One of the first things to ensure the performance, pay strict attention to the director.
What's going on here?
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown!
Sleep in heavenly peace.
Hello everyone! One of the biggest goals we have for this channel is to actually get up to 1,000 subscribers. You wanna know why? Well, my friend Caden here is actually going to tell you the exact reason why we need to.
We want to get monetized. We want to get money from this channel. For the school, you know? You know what I'm saying? Greg, you can turn around now. Turn back around now. So, if we can get 1,000 subscribers on this channel, then we can make money off of YouTube for the better of the school. Am I right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So, like, there's no reason why you shouldn't subscribe. Like, subscribe? That'd be great.
Yeah, what Caden said. You should subscribe. It will really help us a lot. Yeah. If you really care about us, then do it as soon as possible. Click that red box right there, and click on the bell icon as well.
Yes, you want to get notified on all of our great videos. We have some more people that are going to talk about it. Let me introduce Nick and Griffin.
Hello, we are here to talk about why you should subscribe for DHSTVmedia. Would you like to start?
I've been actually a man of the YouTube analytics. I've been watching, I've been looking. It turns out, after a certain amount of subscribers, you can actually get monetized. Which means advertisers will start looking at your video and will think, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll start trying to put my ads right in front of these videos. Then I'll pay the person for that and we'll be all good. And thus, putting money into our school system that is very underfunded.
What I just have to say is we'll sing you a choir. Choir not included.
Also, yeah, I'm a man of class and I've subscribed to this channel. And if you are a man of class, subscribe.
I'm just a man.
that good? Hello, everybody. You're watching Afternoon After School. My name is Caden Lisa, and today I'm here with a good friend of mine.
Hi, I'm Paul in the Hall. How you doing?
He's the famous Paul Lopes from Paul in the Hall. You've seen him now on this show and on The Tribe. What's up, Paul? How's your day going?
Yo, I'm doing all right, man.
You're doing all right? I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right, man. Now, my first question for you is very simple. What did you eat for breakfast today, Paul?
Dude, I had some pancakes and bacon.
You had pancakes and bacon for breakfast this morning, on a school morning?
Goddamn, yeah, I did.
This is gonna be a laid-back interview. I love it. How did you get those pancakes ready? Did you buy them from the school or do you have them at home?
I have them at home.
Did your mom make you some pancakes and bacon?
Nah, I made it.
What? Using what? Would you microwave it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Stop and Shop brand. That's the good stuff. Shout outs to my mom for buying the Stop and Shop brand waffles and maple syrup. Love you.
True that.
Dude, what's better? Big debate. Waffles or pancakes?
Kind of like waffles.
Kind of like waffles?
Yeah.
Let's check. What's better? What makes that better in your opinion?
Well, waffles are crunchy.
Waffles are crunchy. I mean, they can not be crunchy if you like bad food.
Nah.
Soggy waffles.
Soggy waffles.
Soggy waffles.
Yo.
I'll add text here. You know what's up. My next question for you, Paul, is what's your favorite class that you have this semester, rather?
Favorite class? Biotech. Biotech is like my favorite class, Freaking, we do like bacteria stuff. It's like really cool. We have all this like new equipment. It's like awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite? I'm not gonna say
My
that.
least.
Well, yeah. What's your least favorite class?
My least favorite class. I don't know. I kind of like them all.
You like them all? I'm glad to hear that you like them all. Well, now let's just cut to the chase. We're talking about Paul in the Hall, your hit new segment on the two shows that we previously mentioned.
Yeah.
One of them's this. But what inspired Paul in the Hall? What idea? What person?
I don't know. I just started doing it.
You just started doing it?
It was fun.
It was fun? Where'd you come up with the idea?
Coming up with the idea, it was simple. Just me walking around, having fun, going into classes.
In the hall.
Yeah.
Paul Hall. I mean, it's got some good rhyme in there. I mean, like when we came up with this show, my good friends Andrew, Greg, and DJ, we were just joking around. We were like, what are we going to do in video club now that the sponsorship man is gone? So we just made up a TV show, and now you're on it.
Yeah.
Now we're in our second season. This is the 8th episode. Gee willikers.
Yeah, that's pretty epic, man.
It's pretty epic. Now, I was thinking about TJ, so I said TJ. Oops. Paul Lopes, what is your favorite part of being here at Dartmouth High School?
The classes are a lot harder than they were in New Bedford. I'm a transfer student.
I got you.
So,
it's better education?
Yeah, education-wise. But, I made a lot of friends here. It's my senior year.
I got you. It's really nice. It's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Am I one of your friends, Paul Lopes?
Yeah.
Yay.
You're my boy.
Bro. Fist. Bro timer. Right there.
3 minutes.
Ask me a question, Paul Lopes. This is a casual conversation. Ask me a question.
Sure. So, what's your favorite part about doing this show?
Doing this show, my favorite part is just the environment, being with my friends and making videos. It's just a lot of fun, Then going on to editing and just making some cool projects. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you want to do when you're older?
Like news broadcasting or sports broadcasting, stuff like that. That's what I would want to do, but whether that actually happens, I don't know, we'll see.
Nah, that would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool. What, Caden Lisa on the news? Psh.
This is Caden Lisa,
Caden Lisa
ABC
live
News.
On the news? That'd be crazy.
Caden Lisa, ABC News.
ABC News, NBC News,
NBC.
CNN News, Fox News. Ooh, all the news stations.
Yeah.
I'd be on. But yeah. Probably more sports, though. I'm not a big politics guy, and we're not going to discuss politics here. This is a family-friendly zone. I'm more of a sports guy myself, you could say, and then TV.
What kind of sports?
Kind of sports? Oh, let's go into sports. I've been really involved in right now the NFL. My Eagles are kings of the NFC East, but not good Kings, and they're not winning. They're tied. The NFC East is not very good. But yeah, I like the NFL. It's very interesting to follow. American football is probably the best sport here. Hot take right there. And then other favorite sports are probably like basketball and like baseball, not for watching, but I like work in the baseball environment. I'm an umpire, volunteer at a DYAA.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, to be honest. Like if you're interested in like being like an umpire for the little kids, the 9 and 10-year-olds, then like just go for it, man. It's a lot of fun and it pays.
How much? Can you say?
Pretty good, but but you don't work the entire day. Like you work like an hour and a half to 3 hours at most.
Yeah.
So like it's good for that time span, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'll let you come up with ideas there on your own. But yeah, thanks for asking me the question. What's up? So, Paul, what are your favorite PACE classes like that you go to, like the hot spots?
Like this class is pretty lit. I also go to like academic support kind of classes, like.
Oh yeah, academics. Like which ones?
Like
are your go-tos?
My go-tos. I would go to gym. You know, it's a lot of fun playing basketball.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That's cool. What are your favorite parts of gym? Do you have that course this year or this semester rather?
No.
You have gym next semester.
I have weight training next semester.
Oh, that's cool.
Weight training is pretty fun.
Yeah, weight training.
Shout out Mr. Gaffney.
Mr. Gaffney, you gotta come on the show now. We mentioned you.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I like to do team sports. That's my thing.
Sports?
My friends, Noah. He's in my gym class this year. Shout outs to you, Noah Ungst.
Yeah, shout out.
And then like freshman year, it'd be me, Noah, Ben Owen, just playing badminton the entire time. Good times. It was a lot of fun.
Is
Made
that
up
your
some crazy rules.
Is that your favorite sport?
Well, that was just what we would do in gym. I don't know. I don't play sports too much anymore. Like I'm not like I don't play any sports in high school. I just do band. And in percussion. I'm mainly in the percussion, but we do marching band and indoor percussion. I'm in it right now. We just got the music yesterday. It was crazy. I like it. Cool stuff. We'll reveal the theme later on. Not now though.
Cool.
Yeah, cool stuff. Ask you some more questions, man. What's up?
Dude. What console you have?
What console?
Console. Like Xbox.
Oh, console.
Console.
You said counsel,
yeah.
and like your guidance counselor. I mean, Hiram Fitzgerald, in case you're wondering. Don't do that. don't do that. We're keeping this in. I don't care.
Yeah.
We're keeping this in. I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, all right. My favorite. I mean, the console I have is the Nintendo Switch, where it's a console. Shut up. It is a console.
No.
Freaking.
No way.
It's a console. It's a hybrid system. But yeah, no, that's just what I have. My older brother, shout outs to you. He has his Xbox One in college. He's actually coming down this week.
For Christmas?
For Christmas. Actually, I think as of when this comes out, he will be already down. What's up, Jacob? But yeah, no, he's an Xbox guy. He always has been for now. And yeah, he got the Xbox One. We got it for Christmas in 2014. It was a lot of fun. We still have the base Xbox. It's just he took it to college and he's gonna bring it back for like temporary reasons and stuff. Not reasons, but you know what I'm trying to say. You hear about? I'm not gonna ramble about my stuff. Do you hear about the Xbox One or no? What's it called? The Xbox Series X, the new console.
Yo, I heard it's gonna be pretty good.
Dude, it's crazy. Have you
It's
seen
like
the
a
graphics?
PC, I heard.
It's okay. Wait. Go to my camera. Or actually, wide shot's better. It's pretty tall. I don't know why I'm saying it's
pretty tall.
It's tall, man. Look at the trailers for that. It's tall. Like it's like I think he's talking about like 3 controllers.
Yeah,
it's like,
it said 3 controllers.
Yeah, it's like really tall. But I mean, they ought to fit all those like graphics cards and stuff in there.
I heard it was like in a Alexa kind of shape, you know?
Oh yeah, so it's like a tower, which is actually really well designed because it has fans up top and like the screen like light in the middle, which like because heat travels up, you know. So I think it's a really cool design. And you also, if you're not into the tower, you can lay it like horizontally, like the Wii.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and it still has a disc drive, which is cool because I'm all into my physical media. But yeah, no, that's Xbox Series X. So they have 2 next-gen games revealed. We got the Halo Infinite.
I haven't heard about that one.
You haven't heard about it? It was revealed at E3. And then there's a Hellblade 2, which looks crazy. You know how like this generation of consoles has always been like CGI trailer, which doesn't look like the actual game, but it's a CGI trailer.
But it's actually the game.
But like literally, it says in-game engine. Like next gen graphics are crazy. Like it's probably gonna cost a lot when it comes out. Like I heard 4K gaming, 8K upscaled, so like you can watch Netflix in 8K when that's coming out and stuff, and like 120 frames per second. Like that's crazy. Some Nintendo Switch games can barely have 60 frames per second. Some of them have 30.
So you switching to Xbox? You switching to Xbox?
I might get, yeah. And I also have some old Xbox games, like the first generation of Xbox, like back.
Yeah, I heard it could play
backwards
that.
compatibility. If it plays the disc and not just digital download, then that's killer for me. That makes me like actually want to get one because I have a bunch of old games. So they're all scratched up or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean you paid for them.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, the video game industry is weird because like it's not like movies. Like with old movies you can still buy them, but with old video games they just don't sell them anymore. Like straight up, they don't sell the hardware anymore either. They just move on to the next cycle. It's weird.
Yeah.
If I wanted to buy a Nintendo 64 title, I have to do it off the like secondary market because they don't sell it at GameStop anymore. Which I heard GameStop might actually do some more retro game sales, but we'll see about that. We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. My phone turned off. I was gonna use a timer, but it's off now.
It's cool.
Let's see. I wonder how it. All right, let's go. Let's see how much it's going. 11 minutes. Paula, do you want to wrap up or what's up? Oh, do you want to wrap up?
Yeah.
And if so, yes. I have one last question for you.
What's up?
What is your favorite color?
Favorite color?
Yes.
Red.
Guy. All right, let's go. Got the new Bedford colors going.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been After School with Caden, Lisa, and Paul Lopes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching.
Like and subscribe.
Please.
Please like and subscribe.
Please. There are like 1,000 kids in this school.
We need subscribers.
We only need 1,000. We're already at almost 420. Epic. But yeah, thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Peace
watching.
out.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.